No.
So then we got Leatherface. I remember this movie was being made.
Yeah.
And then I blinked, and it was already in theaters and out of theaters and on video. What happened with this?
Because they were gonna have it was gonna be released in theaters, and it ended up getting limited release, and then just fucking hushed on to fucking VOD and video.
Yeah.
I've only seen like maybe one news article for this. I remember when the trailer came out, and that was the last I saw of it, and then I forgot about it because I was talking to Sean, and I was like, he's like, yeah, and then Leatherface. I'm like, yeah, part 3, and he's like, no, Leatherface. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
and he's like, the one that comes after Texas Chainsaw 3D. I'm like, what the fuck?
I remember it coming out. I knew Lily Taylor was in it. I knew it was a prequel to the 3D universe
and the original.
And
somehow.
The original.
Well, because the original's canon in the 3D universe.
Right.
Everything else
doesn't really line up once you start to do a prequel.
It really doesn't.
No.
And then I knew Finn Jones had a small part in it.
Right.
And this is like, yeah, he also
and
had
Stephen Dorff's in it too, man.
And Stephen Dorff was in it. Yes.
Lily, is it Lily or Lily?
I think it's Lily.
Lily Taylor.
Okay, Lily Taylor and Stephen Dorff are fucking great in this movie, and even I think,
little bit. No. All right. So Stephen Dorff's. Oh, I got to pull up the back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah,
but Stephen Dorff has a moment in this where he's just trying to be.
Matthew McConaughey.
No. He's trying to be Sean Penn in Mystic River with is that my daughter in there? But he's not doing a good job.
I think he's fine.
Well, you know who he is, right? What character he's supposed to be from the last movie? He's the mayor.
Wait,
no, he's not.
Yes, that is the mayor character from the next movie.
Is that
because he's Hartford or Hartfield, wherever the fuck it is, and his daughter is Emily Hartford that gets killed in the beginning.
It can't be
unless it's a brother or a cousin.
Unless that's Grandpa.
It's possible.
Unless that's Grandpa Hartford, because
it can't be the it can't be the mayor. It could be related to
it could be a brother, right? Because he does, at the end, right? But he is the same last name.
Yeah, he's in that family,
so
but
he's in the family. What is everything gonna have family affair with this fucking
series? Based on what happens at the end of this movie, it can't be him.
No, that's true. Right,
well, to your point,
I think it might have been a brother.
To your point, the first one parodies family values and stuff like that. But by the time we get here, we've totally missed the fucking point. Yeah, well, you know what I mean?
A teenage Leatherface escapes from a mental hospital with 3 other inmates, kidnapping a young nurse and taking her on a road trip from hell while being pursued by an equally deranged lawman out for revenge. So it's just Devil's Rejects.
Yeah. Imagine William Forsythe in this.
Oh my God.
Fucking hamming it up.
So yeah, we get the origin. We see Jed using his chainsaw for the first time, and Grandpa's looking pretty good.
Oh, he's alive.
He actually is a one-hitter in this movie.
Oh yeah, I like how they did that.
Yeah.
So before we get going on this, Alexander Bastillo and Julian Maury direct this movie.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who they are?
No.
Okay, they're the people who did Inside, the French movie Inside, where there's a car crash and the chick loses her baby, and then the person who made her lose her baby has her baby, and she goes to like take it out of her. That's why it's called Inside. Oh, it's insane.
Like, it's really good.
It's really good. And they also did another movie called Livid, which is kind of like a almost a throwback to like the Italian Argento flicks, like the Three Mothers trilogy. Not necessarily Giallo, but like a supernatural ghost witch movie. They're really good. Mm-hmm. So when I saw that, I was like, "Are you fucking serious? Like they came and did this movie?" Anyway,
well, that's the Hollywood trend. Get someone who did something good, give them an intellectual property, control them, and then
that's like Alexander Asia coming to do Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah,
after High Tension.
Yeah, Hills Have Eyes was good though. That's a good remake.
This is also true.
That's a good remake.
It is a good remake.
One of the few cases I think the remake's actually better, and I don't say that a lot.
I don't know about better. I think different and good in its own way.
I gotta revisit the original. I haven't seen it.
I watched it recently
in a long time.
It's all right.
Michael Berryman.
That's why I want to rewatch it.
But this movie, it's just so not the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like all the stuff with the mental asylum, it was giving me flashbacks to that Wrong Turn 4.
Yeah. I never even saw Wrong Turn 4.
By the way, Wrong Turn 5 has a small part with Finn Jones. So seeing Iron Fist in both those movies was not good.
Same character.
Yeah, so did you know that this was going to be like a mystery going into
I had no idea what to expect.
I forgot until I started watching. I'm like, oh, right. I remember someone says you don't know who Leatherface is in this. And that's supposed to be the mystery.
But that sucks.
It is the worst fucking twist in this series because they do
it's so obvious.
Well, it wasn't to me.
No. When you know going in,
yeah.
when you know going in that it's a surprise, then it becomes
Because
obvious.
they spend
Yeah.
a good chunk of this movie putting the idea in your head that Leatherface is this character because this character's doing all these fucking things that Leatherface has done in every other movie. He's quiet. He's a big hulking motherfucker.
Yeah.
He has, bouts of aggression.
They call him Bud or something.
They call him Bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, that's not him. Swerve!
Yeah.
Like, fuck you!
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Not only fuck you, but like, how does Jackson or whatever the fuck his name is? What's his name?
Guy who can maybe get a date if he tried, which is not Leatherface!
I don't know, but he turns into like a giant mute man.
Yes. That's kind of like
fucking
Rob Zombie's Halloween. It's like, who was letting Michael Myers hit the gym, and are they giving him like how much protein are they giving Michael Myers?
But this kid's already almost peak. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's got to be 18.
So,
they even say he's 18 in the fucking movie.
The setup for the mystery is they kill the sheriff's daughter. They claim it's an accident or whatever, so they take the kids away from Verna.
Yeah.
Right.
But we also get Nubbins and Drayton are in this.
Yeah, Nubbins and Drayton
and
are
Grandpa.
in it.
And then
And
we
Grandpa.
get Verna.
Yeah, and Verna. She goes to the mental asylum after she gets some money, marrying into it or whatever.
She marries into money and they're
Carson's.
yeah.
checked
So
it
it's a
off.
Carson now.
She's a Carson, yeah.
So she wants to get her son, but he's like, we actually changed the name of the people here, so they can distance themselves, and that's a different court order for us to give you their names. She's like, you son of a bitch. So that's the mystery. You don't know who is Leatherface.
Yeah.
But when you know it's a mystery, clearly the guy is the obvious red herring.
Sure.
It can't be the other bad guy. Because he's a little too unhinged.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
definitely the quieter one who's talking about family.
Yeah.
and the one who's like, I don't like killing. I think it's bad. And I got no joy in it or whatever.
Yeah.
And
What is it, a call back to fucking Drayton? Well, just because you're good at something.
Well, that's what
Which
I was
doesn't
just.
make sense. Drayton in this one
I was
doesn't
just
make
gonna.
sense.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna get
Sorry.
into that with the fact that like Drayton in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre does not kill anybody
He doesn't
because
like it.
he doesn't like it.
Although he
you're
kinda
just
does.
a cook.
He kind of does like, you see, he takes a little bit of enjoyment.
He likes.
He doesn't want
likes,
to admit it.
He,
but-
no, he likes the torturing part. He doesn't like the killing part.
Okay.
Because he like hits her with the fucking broom and shit,
Oh,
and
right,
he's
right,
or
right,
poking
right,
her and
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But like in this movie, he's just like straight up fucking going and like murdering
Yes.
people.
Yeah, they drop a fucking engine block on the girl.
yeah.
Yeah, what is this trap bullshit?
Like,
Is that a
okay.
Lionsgate thing? Right?
They cut up Iron Fist and throw him in a pig pen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gets
so
eaten
but
alive by pigs.
by
Like
the
some
way,
evil
so
speak shit.
most of the movie is just this one asshole, insane guy kidnapping these other inmates, and it reminds me of Last House on the Left, the way they're acting.
yeah, it does. Last House on the Left,
Yeah.
or no, I think that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But then he also has like this other, because there's a bunch of them. I mean, it's the Jackson, who again, like we just said, is Leatherface at the end.
Spoiler.
There's Bud, who you think is Leatherface, because
Yeah.
I wish
for
he
reasons.
was. My goodness, I wish he was.
You have the nurse they kidnap, Lizzie, maybe.
Yeah.
And then the two psycho.
Yeah.
Really over the top.
More people,
Clyde.
I think more people get killed with guns in this. Like everyone's getting
Well, a lot of
shot.
people get killed at the fucking asylum when
Okay.
moms
Yeah.
causes
Okay.
this huge fucking
Let me tell you-
escape
let me
Yeah.
tell you
and
guys.
doesn't get held accountable.
Let me tell you guys. So I watched this morning, and nothing woke me up more than fucking when they're driving away from the mental asylum and someone in the wheelchair gets thrown out the window. I was like,
It's
I'm
so
like, what?
It's so fucking good because it's just like this music kicks up and it drives away and this fucking thing just goes psh, right out the fucking window, right on its face.
They're just like, fuck it, one more kill. Why not? We got that window there. Let's do something.
and that's what these guys are known for, the brutality in those other movies, and it comes full force here. And I'm into the gore and stuff. I like what's going on in this movie. I don't like that it's a fucking prequel to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It just doesn't feel like Texas Chainsaw. And
No.
at the end, they're like, so he gets shot through the mouth, and that's why he can't talk. But then they're like, how will he remember that he's Jed because he was taken so young? He's like, I got something to remember, the chainsaw that he didn't even want to use.
No. And when he cut that guy in the leg or something.
Yeah, and then he kills Steven Dorff, and that's your setup for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Nope. And then he cuts Liz's face off. And
Oh,
puts it
okay,
on.
okay. No, I was gonna say that's the other thing. When he cut her head off, I thought that was
That
pretty
is
funny.
some fucking Jason. Like, why is Halloween and why is Texas Chainsaw Massacre constantly chasing the fucking Jason character? Like,
Because
let's
it
just make him
makes-
more like Jason because he's the most popular and successful one in the horror slasher franchise.
You just
series.
answered your own question.
It's just fucking so
But we
stupid.
can't-
Like, make
'cause he
these characters what they are. Why do they have to
because
all
he
be the
can't
same?
make them like Freddy Freddy.
I know.
They don't have
right,
enough personality. Yeah.
It just pisses me off because it's
Yeah.
like these characters are great on their own, and then just these fucking franchises don't know when to die because of I get it, money. But it's just like that they aren't what they were in the beginning, so why even make a Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I think it only really works with Jason for me, of being like a zombie or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that. Maybe because I grew up with him being a zombie, but like Leatherface and Michael Myers are just guys.
I said this in the other Friday 13th reviews. I think what helps is that the first Friday the 13th, even though I love it, it's like, when you think about it, it's not that good.
It's
compared
not,
to like
no.
Halloween and Texas Chainsaw. It's just kind of whatever.
It's not. It's a cash-in
So
from
sequels
Halloween.
to that don't hurt as much as sequels to the ones that did have amazing first entries.
You just nailed it right
Yeah.
there, and that's the problem, because we have two bangers of horror icons and movies in general that hold up like nobody's business, whereas Friday the 13th was a fucking goof from the beginning.
Yes.
You know?
Good one, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it hit its peak around 4.
But it's like The Burning was just as good, but that's
Burning
not a
is so
franchise.
fucking good,
Yeah.
and it came out the same time.
Yeah.
But I guess why I got into that at the end of the movie here is because it's like, all right, it's Mama Voorhees and the girl insulted her, so she gets her head cut off. Remember Jason?
That's my mom.
Yeah.
And don't mess with family, because that's the thing
And he's
we're
got
running.
like the mask in this one because his mouth, like Tony said,
Yeah.
gets all fucked
It's
up.
like a muzzle to keep his mouth because she
Yeah.
sews it shut.
Yeah. So, we have now talked about all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. Now is the time where we decide what is the worst Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.